Hello and welcome to another update video about the S&P 500. A lot of selling going on there in the last few days, so people were a bit shocked, a bit surprised, and I did expect a sell-off. There was an alternative scenario here on the chart. Well, my main scenario actually didn't expect that much of a sell-off. We just went through it. There was a target area here that was, well, not only triggered, we did go through it straight away. I had an alternative on the chart that was a little bit higher than what we actually came down to. I think the fact that we now came down to all the way to 4,230, I really looked at the wave count again. I think found a mistake in basically the old wave count, and I think I've got it now. That seems to be very accurate, and based on this scenario here that we see now and the strong wick to the downside that we can see here today, I would believe that we have now seen the low of that wave 4, that larger wave 4, and that we're now going up in the wave 5. So on the smaller scale here, we obviously have a wave 3 here. That's like a higher degree wave 3. From that, what we had is basically a series of 3 waves. So we've got here this, better go into the 4-hour chart. I think that becomes a bit clearer here. So this is basically the top of the wave 3 here, from which we have an overshooting wave B. So I think what we've got here is, yeah, we've got this wave 3. Make that a bit larger, a bit clearer here. So select the ABCs, and yeah, and from there then, I think what we did come down here in a wave A, then went all the way to an overshooting wave B, and then are currently basically coming down here in a wave C. All right, and this wave C, in my view, is complete. So this is now complete in my view. We've seen here a strong wick to the downside. Yeah, especially on the daily we can see that. And this wave 4, it's a high degree wave 4. This has come into the perfect target area for a wave 4. So between the 0.5 fib level and the 0.382, it's maxed out what it basically can do in that scenario. Did come all the way down to 4,230. Didn't go below it. Yeah, it was a little bit of a wick down, 4,225. I would disregard that. It's basically been in this range here. It hasn't really significantly gone below the 0.5 fib level. And in the next move, I would expect now rising prices. Of course, as you know, I don't have a crystal ball, but I would expect that wave 5 now, that's also a even higher degree wave 3. I would expect that to break now, well, that in the next few probably weeks to travel into that area. We should see rising prices over the next few weeks for the S&P 500. That should also to a degree have a positive impact on possibly the crypto market and some other markets, of course. And towards that wave 5, that would be a completion of the wave 3. So that area here would, my view, that would start at 5,000 US dollars, maybe slightly below that, but pretty much at $5,000. And it would go all the way up to around 4,350. Somewhere in here, that wave 5 should land. That's a range now, so I need to see how that wave 5, if it then starts now, hopefully, how that is going to develop to really calculate more accurately where that might go. After that though, because this here is a higher degree wave 3, we would expect another wave 4 that could come probably into a similar range where this smaller degree wave 4 was, maybe a little bit lower. That would be quite a bit of a sell-off then. I mean, what you can expect then from up there, depending on where it's going to land. Let's just take the middle of it. We could then expect here something probably like a 20-25% drop from there, in my view. Yeah, this is what we can expect from that drop. That would be quite a bit. It's not really a crash, but it will be something. It will shake up the markets, and you know, it all depends on how long this is now going to take. But that could be quite a bit of a sell-off that will probably surprise a lot of people. It's not really a major crash, because this will just be a wave 4, after which you will have another wave 5. But when that is then complete, and that could be towards the end maybe of the year, maybe the beginning of the next year, but timing is always very difficult. but I'll definitely keep you updated about that. I think then, because then we've got a completion of a higher degree wave 5, and then you get a really big ABC correction that could really take the market down quite a bit. Now overall, if we also take a look at the indicators, obviously the last few days have really shaken it up, but what we can see on the daily, the S&P 500 generally is in the oversold range. That is also basically a confirmation that we can expect a move up from here. We've seen that strong wick here on the daily, you can see it, how far it did come down all the way to that 0.5 Fib level. It's now back above the 0.382 Fibonacci level, so there was indeed a strong reaction. Normally in a downtrend that can mean it actually drops further, but the fact that it works very well together with the Elliott Wave count and also the ABC here, yeah, I'm actually quite positive that we could now see rising prices over the next few days and weeks. And what is expected from the Fed announcement might already be priced in anyway. And depending on what is announced there, maybe they are not going to increase interest rates in March. Maybe they will delay that into June, July. Then that could give it a bit of a boost to the upside that would fit very well in line with this scenario. So that's my view currently here on the S&P 500. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, yeah, please smash the like button and subscribe. And that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.